you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Dozens of birds have died after a violent storm ripped through Fergus Falls yesterday.
Experts and enthusiasts tell Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall they hope the bird sanctuary can bounce back before the city loses one of its most unique attractions.
For Wayne Perala, birding is a labor of love that has lasted for years.
I bird almost in all my free time. So I work and then I bird. That's what I do.
He visits Fergus Falls Bird Sanctuary at Adams Park often, and his passion is matched by others all over the country.
This rookery draws visitors in from all over, bird watchers and tourists that come here to see them. It's an asset to our city.
They come, they get gas, they spend money. They just realize what a beautiful place this is to visit, if not live.
But Fergus Falls Rookery suffered devastating losses after a storm tore through the area, creating doubt about the sanctuary's future.
We had probably 6 to 8 babies that were blown from the nest on this side that were deceased, a bunch that were on that side. My estimates were between 20 or 30 egrets that passed just from the contact of the storm. Many were drowning and blown out of the trees into the water. Yeah, so it was pretty heart-wrenching. It was not something that you want to see. The birds are too dangerous to handle, so you have to be basically a trained professional to handle them.
Perala says when adult birds experience traumatic events in certain locations, they can abandon the area, even if there are still chicks in the nests, leaving the babies to starve to death.
I think a lot of people would be sad if this wasn't here.
Last night I was devastated thinking that this could be the end of the rookery.
But today there's new hope that the rookery will survive the storm.
And the birds are already being seen carrying nesting material to their nests. They're rebuilding, they're going to stay, they're not going to abandon the site.
Renewing Perala's hope that the rookery will be there to inspire him and others for years to come.
I will bird the rest of my life, no doubt about it.
In Fergus Falls, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Some of the chicks were rescued after being blown out of their nests and sent to the Northwoods Wildlife Rescue in Pelican Rapids. If you'd like to help the rookery recover, experts say donations to the rescue is the best way to go. You can find more information about that on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com.
Another day of rugged weather out there. Don't forget to stay hydrated if you're out dealing with the high temps and humidity. Hutch is here now with tonight's no-wait forecast. Hutch?
Andrea, I got to tell you, we can still see these storms as they exit off to the east and south on the other side of Alexandria as this cluster of thunderstorm cells as it exits the region. That's where temperatures are cooler in the oranges, but for everyone, we're in the mid to upper 80s still, some 90s still out there. There are those thunderstorms, the one we saw making its way out of the Alexandria area through Sauk Center. It's moving to the south and east toward the Twin Cities, and they are seeing a cluster of storms as well. We'll be in the 80s through beyond sunset and then a little bit more comfortable. It looks like a hot and relatively sticky evening. We will not be storm-free everywhere all during the overnight. I'll have details on some potential for thunderstorms by morning. We'll talk about the week ahead here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
One person was injured, and authorities say they have a person of interest following a stabbing yesterday. Investigators in Becker County and Detroit Lakes say 20-year-old Tristan Matthew Wimmer was injured from multiple stab wounds to his torso and leg during a fight at a rural Detroit Lakes address. Wimmer was taken to the DL hospital. No word on his condition.
Authorities are thanking the public after the safe return of the missing 20-year-old woman from Bemidji. Officials say 20-year-old Tangela Aragon disappeared last night around 11:20 when she told police she was going out to smoke and didn't come back. Police say she has since been found safe.
Still no cause from an early Saturday morning fire at Bush Ag Industries in West Fargo. For 18 hours, fire crews battled flames as well as very muggy and warm conditions. While there is a lot of damage to the north end of the building, they say the south building was saved and can remain in operation.
Police have ID'd the man killed in a storage unit fire over the weekend. It happened at 1725 First Avenue in North Fargo. Firefighters had the fire and smoke knocked down in just 10 minutes. 58-year-old Jonathan Wayne Lyles was found dead inside the burned storage unit. It's not known if he died in the fire or earlier. Damage was estimated at $15,000.
2 people have been charged in the death of 4 horses at a home in rural Hubbard County outside of LaPorte, Minnesota. Investigators found the dead horses along with 5 other ones that were still alive but in poor condition on April 4th. Deputies say they discovered the horse that had been eating trees and fence posts. The horses that were still alive were taken to a different area. The owners of the horses, a 32-year-old man and 27-year-old woman, face several charges, including mistreatment of animals.
Efforts continue to get power restored to the intersection of 45th Street South and 32nd Avenue. A vehicle crashed into an electrical box at that corner Friday afternoon, and the traffic signals remain off in all directions. It is creating some mayhem for drivers who are trying to keep track of whose turn it is without getting hit by another vehicle. Fargo police tell us there haven't been any other crashes at that intersection since Friday. The city hopes the traffic signals will be up and running Thursday morning.
In Moorhead, police want to remind you to stay safe, stay alive, and stay out of trouble under the new hands-free law. The new hands-free law will start in August 1st in Minnesota. So authorities have released some tips as to how you can stay safe on the roads. Cell phones should be put down, turned off, or placed out of reach. Music should be pre-programmed and arranged in an easy-to-access spot. Also, adjust mirrors and ventilation before traveling. Dealing with navigation, you should put out the destination and enter the GPS route in advance. And as far as eating and drinking goes, you should avoid messy foods and secure drinks.
With Amazon Prime's two-day event of online deals underway, we visited some mom and pop shops here in the Valley to find out how they're holding up. Some businesses tell us online shopping hasn't affected them since people seek out their one-of-a-kind products.
It's part of what makes our store special is that we have such loyal customers. We know them by name. I shop for them specifically when I go to market. And I do believe that is the reason people continue to come and shop here.
Shoppers we talked to emphasized the importance of supporting local businesses. Amazon Prime Day is today and tomorrow. Tonight on Valley News Live, we'll tell you how you can keep your packages safe from porch pirates.
Post Malone is coming to the Twin Cities this fall. The Xcel Energy Center announcing today that the Grammy-nominated rapper will perform at the St. Paul area on September 26. Now, tickets go on sale Friday, but city card holders can get early access beginning Tuesday.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, North Dakota is #1 in honey production. What's being done to keep it that way?
And speaking of sticky, temperatures are sizzling. We hit 91 in the FM area today. A lot of 80s out there across the region. Thunderstorms exiting our area for now, as seen here on our time lapse from our Valley Skycam. Your forecast for the week ahead is next.